you took a different approach to building a team. You had zero desire. Actually, you weren't even a real estate agent, but you were a real estate professional. You were an investor, rental properties, notes, subject tos. You were doing some flips and wholesaling. And then this, the stars aligned. What happened? So start there. And why did you decide to even go out and get your license and do all this craziness?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been reaching out to me about EXP for a long time. And just to be honest, guys, I just blew everybody off. For like over 2 years, I would look at like the 5 seconds of a presentation. I'd say, I understand why it's powerful. I understand why it's going to work for somebody. It's just not for me. I never really took a deep look at the business model. And then I was speaking at an owner financing event in Jackson, Mississippi, and I got to stay at a house with other speakers at that event. And one of them was the #1 guy in our company. And I was finally kind of wrangled down where I couldn't escape for 3 days. And I was able to see what everybody else is seeing, which is the best business model, in my opinion, that's ever existed in the brokerage world. And I saw that this was going to give me the ability to run a full real estate entrepreneurship business, meaning on both sides of the business, sales side and investing side. I could have an active income component, a residual income component, and an equity component to my business. And I said, this is the first time this has ever been able to be done. The other thing I said is this is going to give me an international platform to grow an organization all around the world. So because of social media, the world's connected, it's getting smaller and smaller. And I realized that the size of my business is directly related to the size of my market share. And to be able to leverage this business model and get outside the management, meaning I'm not inside legal review, I'm not handling contracts, I'm not handling paperwork, I'm not handling accounting. I was going to be able to scale this business in all these different markets and connect with partners I have in different markets. Use social media to scale all my businesses simultaneously alongside this one. So that was the big one: international growth opportunity, and then the ability to create wealth with my sales, with a license that I just hadn't seen before on the sales side.
Yeah, so you basically took it's almost like a affiliate sales, referral fees. Referral fees are basically what agents call affiliate sales, but you were able to do that in a way that exponentially grows. So we both own rental properties, but our rental properties never get up, walk down the street and buy another one for us. I would love it if they did. It's never happened before. Rental properties do call us, like one last night that their HVAC went out. They do call us and say, hey, we're going to be late in rent. We'll pay you at the end of the week. Rental properties are great, but they do cause, there are some headaches. They're not completely passive. You took a different approach through the revenue share, to the affiliate sales, referral fees, something that grows exponentially and it grows over time and it pays you every single month. And it truly is passive. How is it truly passive, and why would anyone even focus on that? Because I mean, what can you really make? Like, is it even worth it?
Well, I mean, it's a substantial income stream. I mean, people are making 5, 6, and even multiple 6 figures a month in residual income. And the ability to have a recurring residual income stream that comes in that you've created one time with your time ahead of time is the most important thing every entrepreneur needs to understand. It's the only thing that really matters is residual income streams, because if you trade your time for income, what happens when you can't trade your time for income? And this happens to everybody. Life liabilities pick up, children, grandchildren, taking care of your parents, health issues, all sorts of things are going to pull your time away from your business. And there's a ton of people in the industry that are money free. A lot of top sales agents, a lot of top investors flip houses, a lot of active income earners create money freedom, but they don't have time and money freedom. So residual income is the only way to do this. Now, the traditional ways we've always done this through investing are rentals, notes, passive money lending, side businesses, affiliate marketing businesses for information products. But there's never been anything like the revenue share model that I've come across, because I've been in different industries over the past decade or so. I've built over 20 separate income streams. Some are big, some are small, some are average. But I've had a taste, and I've been able to test, I guess you could say, lots of different ways of creating income. And as far as scalability with the low risk, I've never seen anything like this, because it's leveraged. Like you just said, my rental houses don't grow legs and walk down the street and buy houses for me. But on top of that, it's like, not only if you look at it as cash flow numbers, like a rental house will buy a rental house, they will also, as far as agents go out there in the marketplace and find inventory to bring back for investors to buy for their investing business. So it's a complete cyclical pattern of how you can run both sides of your business together. Now, the income for the revenue share is massive. I think you asked me how much we're making. It's right around $50K a month. So last month I made just over $48,000.
And how long did it take that?
Just a little over 3, coming up on about 3.5 years I've been here. So yeah, we're growing at over 100 agents a month. Now I think we're now in 43 states. 8 Canadian provinces or something like that, or 7. And it's growing so fast, it's really out of control. And that's really what you guys need to understand about this is leverage, duplication. This grows without you having to grow it. So it gets outside of your time element, which means you're leveraging other people's time and other people's money, which is how you grow a business.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so powerful.
And you still buy rentals. I buy rentals. It's getting a little tougher. I mean, the market's hot, low inventory. People will pay pretty much full retail for rentals. The rev share that, like just me personally, just this month, so month over month, rev share went up, is now 3 times what the rental income is. And it did that in just 1 month. It went up 3 times. Like I would love it if my rental properties tripled within 30 days. It's never happened before. Maybe it will one day. I don't know. But the revenue share has, and I didn't have to sign a ton of paperwork for all that to happen. But more importantly than that, actually, it's developed some amazing relationships. So like us, like, hey, like I can now, like you're a social media expert. You've been able to pour into our business and even some of the colleagues that we work with, helping us build like channels like this, like the Invested Agents YouTube channel, how to do social media marketing, video marketing, and then partners like Matt Gardner in Destin, Florida, someone of which from outside of this dynamic, we'd really never have any reason to overly collaborate. I mean, we'd be friends, acquaintances, bump into each other, but outside of this, like there would be no reason for that. But instead, we can actually actively collaborate. So much so that he's actually recruited agents that live in my hometown that I've actually hired. And we've worked on numerous occasions. So tell us about that collaboration, just from the duplication and exponential growth, how that's turned into real people and real communities that you've actually collaborated to help your core business.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at a couple different ways. So investing versus sales, obviously as an investor, people always wanted to reach out to me and, wanted me to mentor them and shadow me. But if you think about what an investor does, it's kind of a personal business. I don't need to bring people on to help me buy rental properties. I can buy my own rental properties, right? So here, this is a duplication business. So this is taking your competitors and turning them into your partners, essentially. So there's a big difference between the investing world and this and what we're doing on this side of the business, where people have access to top entrepreneurs to get information from them, to get training and consulting and mentorship from them. And the way we're set up, we do it for free for our partners. Now, if you look at inside the industry on the sales side, differences between the traditional franchising model versus what we're doing over here is at a franchising model. If you think about it, this is a market center model. Inside of a market center, not everybody's partners, not everybody's working together, right? It's actually kind of a dangerous place to go to run
silos.
Competition.
They have silos.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so unless your direct team leader is benefiting financially above you, not only will they not help you, they're incentivized to mislead you because they're in your local market competing against you. So they're not just going to not give you information, they're going to steer you in the wrong direction. So it's a complete difference where here at EXP, you see different teams that override each other, different agents in different organizations, still doing the same events together, still mastermind together, and they're all trying to help each other. And I think that has a big part to do with the fact that we're publicly traded and we're all on one dream together, I guess you could say. We're all working to get this ship as far down the line as possible. So everybody's working together as compared to working against each other, which is a complete shift in the way the business is done.
You mentioned publicly traded. EXP is publicly traded on NASDAQ, but there's also tremendous value and incentives for agents to earn stock and get awarded stock. One of that is through the revenue share program. We have 30 seconds left. Can you tell us how that has impacted your business? I don't know if you know offhand how many shares you've earned. And I'm going to put one preface on this. Through the revenue share team, the sponsoring agent only earns shares when the agent that was sponsored, the person coming on board, wins when they do the first transaction every year. So you're incentivized by helping them win. And how has that in turn helped you?
Yeah, I mean, the stock awards just for the ones I'm given has been great. It's substantial. It's definitely a very solid 6-figure number. And that just comes all from pretty much the majority of that came from just sponsoring agents and helping the company grow. Now, the big thing that I see the stock awards help me as a team leader and someone that grows a large organization is the ability to attract talented people to the company through the ICON program and the Agent Equity program, and also even more so importantly, retention, right? So most brokers struggle with attrition. We're in a very attrition-based business. It's absolutely vicious in our industry. So if you don't have something to keep and retain talent within your organization, you're going to have agents coming in and leaving like a revolving door, bounce around like ping pong balls. So the ability to have wealth creation opportunity here at the company and build up these equity awards throughout your career, agents are building these 5, 6, and some even 7 or multiple 7-figure stock portfolios. As you can imagine what that does for retention. So I use these stock awards, obviously the way they're supposed to, for my own personal portal or my own personal awards that I grow, but I've had probably more of a benefit by using them to attract talented people to the company, ICON agents, and then helping these families create wealth as well. So everybody's winning. So it helps you benefit yourself, building an extra income stream, helps you attract talented people to the company, retain talented people to the company, and help your partners change their life. So it's a really powerful system they created for us. Very grateful that they did. And I wish more people would kind of turn over here and look a little bit closer, because I think a lot of people are still sleeping on how powerful the business model is here at eXp and what it can actually do for them long-term in their career.
Yeah. I mean, I really think the equity program is one of the most undervalued value props for those successful agents.